Hi everybody, my name's Craig, and this video is not just for Buffalo Bills fans. This video is about opening up this mini Riddell football helmet that I've wanted for years for my favorite team. Maybe you've wanted one for your favorite team for years. Well, I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to go over it and show you close-ups and let you know what I think of it. Now folks, I bought this at a local shopping mall for $30. You can pick it up on Amazon for $25. In the description of the video down below, I will have an Amazon page link to where all the stuff that we've opened up in the last 2 years. If you go to our page, you can just scroll through, and if you purchase it through there, it does help us out a little bit. Now, this football helmet to me is awesome. It's tiny. I've always wanted a bigger one. I'll get a bigger one down the road, but this one here, it's good for putting on the shelf and displaying your favorite team to all of your friends. Now, one thing that I love to do, folks, is I love to hear how someone became a fan of the team that they actually like. And I'm going to tell you all my story. And for the non-Bills fan, I hope this isn't boring for you, but here it goes. Now, back in the 80s, I was in the Army. I was an infantry grunt soldier overseas and doing border patrol in the woods of Czechoslovakia. Now, when you're that far away from home, sometimes you feel like if you're watching TV and there's a ping pong match on TV and one of the players is from New York like I am, you like root for that player. I've seen a lot of people that liked a football team or baseball team from a different state that they lived in. When they were overseas in the military, they ended up gravitating back towards liking teams from the state that they were from, just because you're so far away from home, you feel lonely, and that just reminds you of home and you feel connected more. So this is how I became a Bills fan. So one day, one of my squad members walked into my room, and I had a New York Yankees hat, a Mets hat, I had a Bills, Giants, and Jets football helmet. I liked the Islanders, the Buffalo Sabres, and the New York Rangers. And he was like, Craig, how can you like all these teams? He's like, you got to pick one team. You can't like 3 hockey teams, 3 football. I'm like, why not? He goes, because what if they play against each other? And being that football is my most favorite sport that I watch, and I love all the other ones, and I am a Knicks fan too, he was like, you got to pick one team. You can't like the Jets, the Giants, and the Bills. And I was like, all right, well, how am I going to go about picking one team out of 3? You know, I went towards the Yankees. I'm a Rangers fan in hockey. Now, he said, well, here's a little train of thought. The Bills are the only actual team that play in New York, right? And I said, yeah. He goes, well, if the Jets and Giants play in New Jersey, which, no big deal. I'm not putting it down for that. He's like, maybe you should pick the Bills. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take you on that thought. And from that day on, back in the 80s, I became a Bills fan because the Bills were the only team that play and still are the only team that play in New York. Now, like I said, no big deal to all you Jets and Giants fans. It's not like I'm harping on it. I'm just saying that's how I became a Bills fan. Now, folks, what does being a Bills fan today mean to me? Wow. Grit, grind, you know, patience. I mean, look it. We just made the playoffs after not being in the playoffs for 17 years. That's patience. I went through the 4 Super Bowl losses. It was absolutely heartbreaking. All right? No team is probably ever going to go to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row ever in our lifetime. I watched the game sitting on my couch when the Bills made the biggest comeback ever in football when they played the Houston Oilers. That will also never be broken. Folks, absolutely amazing. But here's the deal. I think being a Bills fan, and I don't mean to be funny about this, I think it's made me a better loser in life. Okay? Let me explain myself. My son is a Patriots fan. Yes, my 12-year-old son is a Patriots fan, and he lives in the same house as me, right? When the Patriots lose, I think he takes it harder than when I take it when the Bills lose. I think I've become a conditioned loser, or I can handle loss better than most people I know that are Packers fans, Patriots fans, you know, fans of teams that are always in the mix. The Steelers, the Dallas Cowboys. I just feel like I can handle loss better. And it just, you know, yes, after the 4th Super Bowl loss, I couldn't watch football for like, what, 5 to 8 years. I kind of skipped the whole J.P. Lossman, Ron Johnson, all that stuff that was quarterback. I did, and it just killed me. And now that I watch football again, I'm re-sparked. I love my Buffalo Bills, and I'm sorry I took a break on you all. But folks, now I'm going to jump into opening up this helmet, now that I've ran my pie hole enough, because that's what a lot of my son's fans call me on his channel. My nickname is Shut Up Dad, because I love to talk a lot, and I have a lot of stories. I've been around the world. I've been involved in a lot of good and bad things, so I got lots of stories to tell. But this isn't about me. This is about opening up this helmet. Now I'm not going to display this, and I don't have any super duper like studio or setup, so I'm just going to open this thing up right here and show you all what it looks like. Try and give you a little bit of a close-up. On the bottom, it doesn't really say much at all. Warning, choking hazards, and a little bit of information, the address and all that. But let's just go ahead and open up. And you know what? The box, I'm not saving the box. Some people are like, oh, don't rip the box, don't rip the box, you got to save it. Collectors, listen, by the time anything I open up on this channel becomes a collector's edition, I don't think I'm going to be around by then. If you know what I mean. All right, so let's go ahead. Here it is here. You know, let me just show it to you this way. I'm telling you, this thing is a beauty, folks. I cannot wait just to leave it like this, you know, outside of this plastic and just leave it right there. I'm super excited. You know, the white helmets took a little bit of time to grow on me. When they switched to the white, I really didn't like it. I was a huge fan, and still I'm a fan of the red helmets, but for whatever reason, you know, teams do need to change up their uniforms and make changes here and there to re-spark your interest a little bit. All right, so on the bottom, there's some little twisty ties. So let me twist those off, and I'm going to do it all. I'm not going to fast forward or nothing. I'm just going to do it all while I'm talking to you, because for me, like I said, we don't have a studio. My son and I stream video games live just about every night to our YouTube channels. This is one of 3 YouTube channels that we have. Like I said, if you go in the description of this video, there'll be links to our other channels and our Amazon page. My 4-year-old or my 5-year-old daughter has a channel. She started when she was 4. She's got more subscribers than me. How does that work, right? She's freaking 5 years old and she's got more subscribers than me. She opens up princesses dolls and Pokemon cards like my son. Unbelievable. All right, there it is, folks. This thing is light. Look at it. Right? Watch me drop it. This thing is very light. The stickers, very thick, kind of feel like what you would get on a real football helmet. Like they're thick. You know, I love this. Folks, look at this thing. I'm just going to try and hold it here. Hopefully the camera's focusing in right. We're going to like move it around slow. Let's go this way. Let's go with the back first. All right? We're just going to bring this thing, slide it around a little bit. I am so super excited that I got this. And like I said, folks, if you go into our Amazon page and you click on this helmet, it will bring up other helmets that you can click on for your favorite team, and we would highly appreciate it if you would buy it through the link there, because it would help us out a little bit. Now let's see if the straps unbutton. I do not know. Okay, so it's not your typical, I played football in high school, I played 1 year of college, and you know, you got your silver snaps right here that snap on. Well, that's not how it is. It's a tiny little plastic thing. Little plastic nub right there, kind of like what's on the back of a baseball hat. Like this right here. Perfect. See that? I say a baseball hat, a football hat. But you know, everybody calls them baseball hats. It's kind of like that. So I would say snap it in there. I wouldn't take this in and out too much. On the inside. What's the inside? It's actually, those are actually little pads in there. See that? Let's show you that inside. Hopefully this is focusing in good for you, folks. If it's not, even on the side right there, it says 3 5/8. The chin strap, it doesn't have the little felt stuff. Remember when you played football, or if you play now, on the inside of the chin strap, some of them have that little felt or material that's a little more comfortable, that when you take your chin strap off, it stinks really bad when you smell it. You got to throw it in the wash like once a week, but you never do, and your mom always yells at you. I'm just regressing back to when I was a kid, okay? That my mom didn't yell at me much. All right, folks, well, listen. This thing is beautiful. I really would recommend getting one for your favorite team. I think what I'm going to do, which would be great for my son Colin, I think I'm going to have to end up, yes, getting him his Patriots helmet for like a birthday present or even Christmas. These are great, great gifts for your boyfriend, your husband, and for all you guys out there that have girls that follow football, or they follow a favorite football team that you like because you are their boyfriend or their husband, and they like the team you like, right? So maybe you should pick them up one. I know they're going to open it up and be like, oh, thanks. All right, everybody. Well, listen, this thing's beautiful. I absolutely love it. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you appreciate me opening up this. And there's not really much to it. I think I talked more than showing the helmet, but what else can you do? This is really it, you know? Man, oh man. Let's put it right here before I go and see how it looks. I love it. I love it. Bam. Now I got the mini red one, the mini red one, the mini white one. Now I need to get the big one. I need to spend like hundreds of dollars and get that big Buffalo Bills helmet. That would be awesome, and go boop, boop. Well, I'd have to put like a shelf to go boop, boop, boop. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. This is Craig, sometimes known as Shut Up, Dad. And don't forget, this is one of 3 YouTube channels we have. Check the description down below for links. And folks, we live stream video games to Collins Club and this channel, usually each evening, Eastern time around 10 p.m. Check us out because my son and I are the Fortnite stream team, or we're a father and son Fortnite fun team. We have a blast. We got 2 PS4s, 2 TVs side by side. We both stream video games. It's incredible. If we play Battlefield, he'll be the chopper pilot. He'll be flying the chopper, and I'll be the gunner out of the side, like, and we'll just be flying through town together in the same game, just wrecking stuff. All right, everybody, have a great day. Have a great weekend. Love yous all, and go Bills!